Hi guys, and welcome to the Cutting Room Floor podcast. I'm Laura, and I like all things Marvel, murder, and marine. And joining me each week will be my co-host Brian, and co-creator of this podcast. He is awesome, and what he doesn't know isn't really worth knowing. So let's get on with the episode.
Weather.
Oh dear. Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
You're so weird.
I'm just testing out a few new intros.
Okay.
I didn't
like that one.
No, not keen.
No. If you won't let me wreck the mic, psych, then you're not allowed to weather.
Fine, I guess we'll just have to be really boring.
Good afternoon.
Alright, that was we're not going to go down with that. We're not from the 19th century.
I am, didn't you know?
Secretly.
With my penny farthing.
Right, good start. Welcome back. We are today going to be talking all things Transformers, basically, aren't we?
Yeah, Transformers. Autobots. Autobots.
Yep, that's the song, and it's that well-known song. We're going to be talking predominantly Michael Bay Transformers.
Transformers, robots in disguise.
It's not the Michael Bay one.
No, I know, but that's the good theme tune.
It is the good theme tune.
Yes, I will be giving the pro Transformers. Transformers is the best. Trying to, anyway.
And, yeah, I'm just going to be honest and go ahead and rip the shit out of it. No, it's an interesting series because it's a series that I've always wanted to be good. Being a fan of the original, but I've just not really... It's just never really been good, in my opinion. Michael Bay is just an odd guy who has one idea of how to film make that I completely disagree with in every way, shape or form. Well, there you go. That's my opinion.
I love Transformers. Secretly, I'm probably a 7-year-old boy. Anything shiny, sparkly, with lots of loud bangs, I'm all for.
Yeah.
So,
alright, yeah.
Yeah, I enjoy Transformers.
You're like a crow, basically.
Shiny. I am a crow. A crow. Shiny things.
Shiny things, yeah.
I enjoy bangs. I enjoy loud noises.
Yep, just in your face.
In my face.
Shaky cam. Crows love shaky cam.
Give me the stimulus, and I'm all for it.
I'm not laughing at the word stimulus like a child.
It's not even a rude word.
Yeah,
you weirdo.
What can I say?
You're a child.
Right, yeah, well, let's talk about the first Transformers, 2007.
Bumblebee is the best.
What did you think of the plot of that movie?
The best.
Do you remember it?
Sam Witwicky gets a new car.
Yeah.
His car is alive.
Yeah.
Chaos ensues.
I mean, that's basically it. Yeah, that's all you need to know.
Optimus doesn't one of them do a wee on the garden?
I think Bumblebee wheeze. I don't remember.
One of them does a wee in the garden.
Disclaimer: we haven't seen any of these films in a while. We got like most of the way through the first one the other day, and that was enough for me. But that
policeman Decepticon Police car.
Barricade.
Oh, he's cool. I like him.
Do you want to know something?
What?
The reason you don't know his name is because it's maybe mentioned once in 5 films, and he's in quite a few of those
I'm
films.
going to be honest. I know Bumblebee. I know Optimus Prime. That's it. I don't know any of the other names.
The main
I
bad
like
guy,
that.
The classic bad guy?
Megatron.
Yay.
Megatron.
Nailed it. I'm impressed.
There's another one. He has his head ripped off.
Oh, yeah.
What's his name? Shockwave, that's one.
Shockwave is one, yeah.
Is that a Decepticon though?
Yes.
What is that little one? You know the one that breaks...
Shockwave? I think it's Soundwave. I don't know if there's...
Oh.
There's probably a Shockwave as well. Soundwave is a
that the
giant
one...
satellite.
Oh, there's one that breaks in to the president's aeroplane in the first one.
His name was Berserk or something. I don't remember.
I thought he was Shockwave. If there's a Shockwave Transformer...
there is a Shockwave.
Yes!
In Dark of the Moon. He's not in the original though.
Well, I'm remembering films I didn't know I'd remembered.
I think that is pretty much indicative of this whole series for me.
So
they all kind of blend into one.
Transformers 1, they're looking for the cube.
No,
they're looking for the Allspark.
Right. So
which is
the Allspark created them all. It was lost in space. It wound up on Earth, and people started coming to Earth. Basically, and by people I mean robots.
Transformers.
Yeah, and so the Autobots want it, Decepticons want it, presumably nefarious purposes. It's very vague as to what they're going to use it for.
Optimus Prime gets it in the end, right?
Okay, right. Optimus salvages a shard of the Allspark from Megatron's body. The United States government shuts down Sector 7. And that's the end of the film. So, right.
So, Optimus Prime gets it. Told you.
So there's a tiny tiny shard of the Allspark left that Optimus Prime.
So he can make Transformers.
Don't know.
Right. Transformers 2.
We're gonna plow through these, but I wanted to start by emphasizing how much I was really looking forward to Transformers becoming crazy good CGI.
The best franchise ever.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm a massive G1 fan, so.
What's that mean?
G1 is like Generation 1 Transformers, so that's like the original cartoon, basically.
Transformers, robots in disguise. That one, right?
That's the one. I really wanted it to be good. I came out of that one thinking, that was good, right? But since they've made like 5 films, and I don't really remember any of them, what the hell? Clearly not.
They all merge into one, don't they, really?
Yeah, a little bit. Let's talk about everyone's favourite actor, Shia LaBeouf.
What's his song?
Actual Cannibal Shia LaBeouf.
Yeah.
That's for anyone who has no idea what Actual Cannibal Shia LaBeouf is. You should go ahead and stop this and just watch that on repeat for about 10 hours.
It's on YouTube, right?
Yeah, it's so good. It's just bizarre and silly, but
it's really funny.
And he has been accused of plagiarism a number of times for various things, and at the end of the song he does the Orson Welles clap aggressively, stolen from back when Orson Welles did it in black and white. Yeah.
In a film or just on the street?
Just casually on the street in black and white, because black and white, as we know, was what the past was like.
Yeah, that's it.
There was no colour until Technicolor cameras were introduced.
That's it.
Created colour in the world.
Yeah.
So.
Fact.
We'll get tweets if we keep saying stuff like this as fact. What do you think of Sam Witwicky in this film? What do you reckon?
Yeah. All I can see, especially in the first Transformers, is him from that. Do you remember he was in that?
Even
Stevens, and that's all I can see him as. Is
he still looks 12 now. He still looks like a 12-year-old man.
Not so much now.
It's the facial hair.
But yeah, he was all right, wasn't he?
But when he's the same character, when he's like wacky, crazy, over the top, speaking way too fast.
Yeah, he does talk a bit too quickly, doesn't he? You kind of need subtitles.
A little bit. It grates on you a little bit, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So I, naturally, as soon as this film was over, I was like, I never want to see Sam Witwicky ever again.
No.
But then we saw him a couple more times. So.
I want to talk about Megan Fox.
Okay, let's talk about Megan Fox.
Whoo, hubba.
So
Dat ass.
So
on that car. 10 out of 10.
All right. Are you done?
She makes Bumblebee look good. Whoa. Anything else? No, I'm done. I'm done. So done. Do you like Megan Fox?
I think she's not bad looking, but I think she's a terrible actress.
I wasn't critiquing her on her acting ability.
So I heard that Michael Bay, her audition for Michael Bay was cleaning his car, and he recorded it, and he
what a filthy pervert!
And he was asked once. This is complete rumours, but he was asked once in an interview if he knew where the footage was, and he has no idea. So
he's definitely got that stored at home somewhere.
Just handed it around to his friends.
Takes that out on a lonely Friday night, doesn't he? Dirty pervert.
It's weird, yeah. But yeah, I mean, as far as in the film is concerned, that's all she is. She's just a piece of ass.
Well,
it's just.
I was very happy to watch that ass.
Yeah.
Are there any more ladies in this film? No, just her.
No, there are loads of ladies. That Australian lady.
I like her accent
stuff as well, but not as important as Transformers.
No.
Her big break, I don't know because I
haven't seen her in anything else.
I don't think so. Yeah, no. So that's pretty much what all these characters are. All these characters, they're not really characters or people. They're just like
fill-ins,
rubber stamps. Like, oh, we gotta have the main character who's a bit socially inept. Stamp. Oh, we've gotta have
the pretty car lady.
A pretty lady as a love interest. Stamp. Oh,
the pretty military man.
Yeah, stamp. His entire Marine squadron, who are just sort of pointless to the end of this film.
Yeah, well, you never see him again, do you?
Well, I think they are in the final fight, but I don't think.
No, but I mean, like films further on. Well, do you?
They're in the last film.
No, they're not, are they?
Well, not all of them. I don't think Tyrese Gibson is back, or the Spanish one that you like.
From Prison Break.
The lead Marine guy is back.
Well, he's in a lot of them, isn't he?
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think him and the team are in a lot of them. That's what I mean.
But you just don't see them.
Well, I don't know, because, again, they all sort of blend into one, but I think that his team is supposed to be his team still.
Oh, okay.
It just becomes more about him because they're so fast-paced that they can't pay attention to the individual characters in the same way as the original, I guess. So all these guys are just kind of boring, but also we spend more time looking at them than the Transformers.
That's weird, isn't it? Like, why? I don't care about the humans. I want to see robots jumping around and like transforming from buses to fighting robots.
Yeah, me too. But yeah, absolutely. It's a very odd decision to have these sort of one-dimensional characters and then spend the entire time looking at them. So let's just ignore all the characters and jump to the one side for a bit.
Yeah.
Who's your favourite Transformer?
Bumblebee.
Good choice.
Oh, I love Bumblebee. I like that he talks with his
car radio.
Are we going to discuss this now or are we going to discuss this later?
Yeah, so he talks with his car radio. He talks with little phrases, like catchphrases from old films, mostly, I guess.
Yeah. So what Brian doesn't understand is how there are radios stations enough that he has the film quote that he needs every time.
Well, more than that, why are radio stations playing film quotes?
What I have decided is that he's a transformer from out of space. So there is obviously a radio station somewhere in outer space that just plays movie quotes over and over again, and he then records them, and the noise you're hearing isn't actually him tuning his radio, it's just him going into his memory or whatever to get out the radio quotes.
Alright, fine.
Plot solved.
Done. Next. Anyway, one thing I do like about these films is that they have Peter Cullen is the voice of Optimus Prime, who I love. Who's the
original Optimus Prime.
Yeah, absolutely. Classic animated cartoon Optimus Prime, and also Optimus Prime's in other further animated series as the time has gone on. So that's pretty good.
Yeah.
I like him as Optimus. I like
all the fighting.
Yeah, sure.
All the fighting scenes, all the action scenes. That bit in the first one where that, like, scorpion thing jumps out of the sea, not the sea, the sand, and, like, attacks them all. That's really good.
That is quite cool. Yeah. I mean...
And that, like, I know people moan about it because Michael Bay is a bit known for slow-mo. I love slow-mo. He comes out and it's all slow motion and you see him jump out and his thing starts spinning. Oh, I love a bit of slow-mo. Everything's better in slow-mo, in my opinion.
Except for Batman vs Superman, because please God, make that
We're not talking about that now, Brian. We are talking about Transformers.
No, but I was just dropping that in. I'm sorry.
No. We're done with that now, Brian. You can't bring it up every week.
Maybe I want to. Like, some of the fight scenes are kind of cool. I like Blackout's introduction scene. He's the military helicopter. He just appears on a military base in the middle of the night and then EMPs them all and fuck shit up. That's great. That's real good. I like. No, the fight scenes are solid. Like, there's some driving fight scenes where they're driving and also fighting, which are kind of cool. They work pretty well in the earlier films, in general.
So what we've decided is we like the Transformers, we don't like the people.
Yeah, but yeah. So let's talk about 2. Why not? Pretty much the same cast again of humans and robots. You don't remember any of this film? So
no, not a clue which one this is.
So it's
is this the one where he goes to uni or college?
Yes.
Is it the one with the lady robot?
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So this one sort of takes robots in disguise to a whole new level. That scene.
Is it also the one with the motorbike Transformers?
Yes, I want to say
the ones. Sure. The ones they're like a bit more like kind of holographic. And is this the one with the ice cream trucks?
The one ice cream truck that's made of 2 Transformers. I think so.
Yeah.
It's either that one or 3 that they're in.
They were cool. I like them.
Pretty great. Like, again, like...
What is the plot of this one? What are they looking for this time?
In this one, it's another artifact hunt, which is like the staple, I guess. It's basically a hunt for the Matrix of Leadership, which, if you know classic Transformers, it is a power source held within Optimus Prime's chest that denotes him as leader of the Autobots and is also handed down to the next leader of the Autobots every time. Forget all that. It's basically another artifact made of power that they're after. That's hidden in a pyramid.
Oh.
And yeah, so
what, an Egyptian pyramid?
Egyptian style pyramid.
Okay.
It's called Revenge of the Fallen, and because it's about the Fallen, which is a one of the older primes. So every leader of the Autobots is called a prime, and one of the older primes goes rogue and becomes evil, and he's after the Matrix leadership on Earth, and he, wakes up all the Decepticons and goes after it. Basically,
It's Megatron in this one.
Yeah, he. I think he died. He might die and come back in every single Transformers film in some form or other. It's weird.
Doesn't Optimus Prime sort of do that a bit as well?
He does. His is more explained. Oh, actually, no, they're both bad as each other.
Aren't they? Yeah, they're always fighting each other, aren't they?
Yeah, like all the time. If it doesn't end in Optimus versus Megatron fight scene, then it's not a Transformers film.
Yeah.
But yeah, no. So that's the plot of this one. They're after the Matrix of Leadership.
It was obviously so good that I cannot remember anything that happens.
I mean, again, it focuses a lot on the human side. Like you were saying about him going to college, like you remember that more probably because they spend an hour doing that instead of all the fun stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he goes to college and this fembot, Transformer lady, disguises herself as a college student and tries to have sex with him, I guess. That's mostly what the purpose of her character is. I guess she wants to know what Sam knows about the Matrix of Leadership.
Yeah.
And we'll get it the only way she knows how.
Using her womanly wiles.
Yeah. That's kind of the plot. What do you reckon?
Well, I can't remember it, so I think it's rubbish.
What do you reckon about what I described it as?
Rubbish.
Any other comments? Any other thoughts?
Sounds the same as the first one.
Yeah.
But just with a different shape.
Same, yeah, pretty much. It's similarly all over the place in style as well. Like the pacing of these films, it seems to ramp up when they want to jam more stuff in and more stuff in as well. So the pacing in all of these films is constant, which is very distracting because you're sort of always at the same level of tension. And particularly as it goes on, it just means that the films all mesh into one because it's just one sort of blob, and there's no moments of real rest in the film. Anytime people are talking or robots are talking, it's just like while they're doing other stuff, like distracting on screen. Very weird. Like pretty much every time an Autobot speaks, I'm pretty sure there's like metal rending sounds in the background.
Yeah. Except for Bumblebee.
Except for Bumblebee, because he's using his radio, so they want to make it more clear by having quietness.
Does he get his voice back in this one?
So, let's talk about the voice of Bumblebee a little bit more. Like, I guess, he starts off, doesn't have a voice. He gets his voice back at some point, but I don't know when. Like, it's referenced in pretty much every film, but in one of them, at the end of one, he just starts speaking, and I was like, oh wow, he starts speaking, it's great.
And then what? In the next one, he stops speaking.
Yeah, pretty much. I think that's kind of the way they do it. But it's even worse because in The Last Night, which we'll get to, there's a bit where he speaks for the first time, and Optimus is like, oh my god, I haven't heard that voice in a million years. But actually, you heard it in like film 3 or whatever. It's like stupid.
Yeah.
And that's completely discounted the fact that there's also a whole pointless scene at the beginning of the film where they try to fit him in a voice box and it fails, and then he can just speak without it. Doesn't really make any sense. His whole voice story arc is very confusing. I guess it's pretty much the films, isn't it? In a nutshell, it doesn't really follow, doesn't really understand where it came from.
Yeah.
That's pretty much it. Yeah.
So where do we get to it? Like, what is the do they get the?
So they get the Matrix of Leadership. Just
the
like
Autobots.
The Autobots get the Matrix of Leadership, just like the Allspark, it gets destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
And never to be used again. Part of the Matrix of Leadership is used to bring back Optimus Prime, who died at the end of this film. So that's how he comes back in the end of this one.
Oh, okay.
And so they've destroyed another artifact.
Well done, them.
Yeah, good going. But that's kind of the plot of the next one as well, isn't it? So Dark of the Moon is the next one. Actually, that's not about an artifact really. So Dark of the Moon is the first non-Megan Fox Transformers film.
Rosie Huntington-Whiteley.
Yeah, so rather than hiring actors, Michael Bay seems content on hiring models who can't act.
I don't think she's that, like, she's not that bad.
I mean, no one could be good with that script. But,
No, like,
but like,
she was hired because she was pretty, and, like, she didn't do a too bad job for being given what she was given.
yeah.
Again, I can't remember this film.
So, right, I'll tell you the plot of this one. No, they bring back a character, they resurrect a character who we've not seen before, who is a previous Prime, played by Leonard Nimoy. And
Is he a plane?
his character's name is Sentinel Prime. Don't remember what he transforms into offhand. But yeah. So his goal is to basically, unbeknownst to the Autobots, his goal is to accommodate. His goal is to
Oh, I don't know what he is.
if you do images.
Basically, all I can remember is them being in a museum. Is that
Okay.
3? Or is that 4?
3. That's Dark of the Moon. So Sentinel Prime is resurrected way before the museum. The museum's just before the final fight in the film.
Oh.
So Sentinel Prime has been resurrected earlier in the film, and he wants these little pod things, and he doesn't really know, and nobody really knows what they're for. And
Where are they?
they're all over.
Okay.
He's basically looking for them. Nobody really understands. It's revealed that he's using them to create a space bridge between here and Cybertron, and to summon all of the Autobots. To take over Earth basically and destroy the humans. That is the plot.
But he's supposed to be a goodie.
He's like a that's the thing. He's like a sort of fallen goodie. He's like a world weary, war weary veteran who's just decided that
so he's like
done.
He's like in war, kind of like war has casualties.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the casualties are going to be Earth people.
Yeah, pretty much. Like his character, I don't really remember. So good job, Leonard Nimoy. No, I'm sure he was fine. You can't really do much of that. It's plot, script even. But that's pretty much the plot of the film. They try to summon the whole of Cybertron on Earth, and they get stopped by the Autobots. That's pretty much it. But the museum bit that you're thinking of is there's a character called Jetfire who they recruit, and he is a plane.
He's the one who leaks fuel, and it's like he's weeing himself.
Yeah, he's an old man.
He's funny.
He sort of doesn't make sense as a character, because I mean, do they get old in the same way as humans? Because otherwise,
I like that they do. It's funny.
Yeah, it's pretty great. But then he's a sort of wasted character as well, because they introduce him to go and help save the Autobots, and then Optimus Prime is killed, and then Jetfire uses his own spark to bring back Optimus Prime and combine with him. But he's literally like in it for 10 minutes.
Oh, but he sacrificed himself. That's nice.
Yeah, it would be nice if I cared about the character. But like, yeah, this is the thing. Like, those who know any of the TV series know that in a lot of the TV series, Jetfire and Optimus Prime combine, and they become like a superpower thing. And then they decombine, and then they can combine whenever they want to. It's very
Prime.
Very anime-esque. I think he has a name when he's combined, but I couldn't tell you what it was. Optimus Jetfire Prime.
Jet Prime.
But yeah. So
if anybody knows, you can tweet us.
Yeah.
I'd like to know.
@CRFloorPod on Twitter. But yeah. So they sort of waste a new character in that, and then just keep up with all the old ones. But I don't really remember this one really at all. What happens on the human side? Like I'm sure we get a lot of that. But it's just him being at college at the beginning, and his mum eats a load of pot brownies and goes a bit funny.
No,
I don't remember any of
none of this is ringing true. I thought I enjoyed the Transformers. Obviously, I didn't, because nothing. It's all blank.
That's all right. But yeah, no, another sort of chaotic sort of mess. For me,
I feel like when I think of Transformers, I think of the Mark Wahlberg ones.
Yeah. All right. Well. Let's talk.
Did
about
I segue
well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me talk about 4 and 5.
Let's talk about Age of Extinction. Set quite a long period after the first one.
I
After
think this one has the best Transformers in it.
Yeah.
The samurai one.
Drift.
Who's
a Bugatti Veyron.
Who does all his chi-ness and being all Zen.
Played by Ken Watanabe.
Yeah. The fat one.
Hound.
Who he has a cigar, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And the best one, the dinosaur one.
You're talking about Grimlock.
Yeah, I like him, but he never transforms.
Well.
Or does he?
This is the thing. So. We'll get to that bit. That's right at the end. Let's do it.
Sorry.
Do it in
Did I go too far?
Yeah. No. We're still talking about characters, but the Dinobots make me sad because in classic G1 Dinobots, as you quite rightly pointed out, transform and are just like regular Transformers. They have intelligence and whatever. In this, they're just kind of bestial kind of monsters that don't really have any personalities.
Oh, but I like the dinosaur one.
Okay, are you thinking of The Last Night again?
No, I'm thinking about the Grimlock one. In the fourth one.
Yeah.
Because we're talking about the fourth one.
But yeah, no. So
because he's huge, isn't he?
Again, they introduce new characters, but they don't really give them anything.
Oh no, I think that the Drift.
Yeah.
And
Hound.
I think they have some stuff to do.
They have personalities.
I remember them.
I don't think they have arcs. Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, that says something.
Yeah.
Not Hound, not John Goodman's best role, really.
No. What happens in this one? Oh, excuse me.
Obviously, his best role being Fred Flintstone in the live action adaptation of the Flintstones. So yeah. So, Age of Extinction, the plot is just a bit... Let's start from the end, because that's the way I remember it. Sector 7 have been disbanded, but the government have stolen Megatron's head from the end of the last one, and are using it to create their own Autobot made out of Transformium.
What?
Yeah, that... is rather than transforming from a vehicle to a robot, he sort of morphs with cubes. And
oh yes, I remember.
And they can't work out why they're using Megatron's head. They want to make him look like Optimus, the one that they've created.
Why?
But he keeps looking like Megatron. They want to make him look like Optimus.
Okay.
Because he's a goodie.
But he keeps looking like a baddie.
Yeah, and they can't work it out.
Why is that?
They're idiots, basically.
Okay, cool.
Yeah. So the general plot is most Transformers are being hunted by one of their own kind, a Transformer with a gun arm. I don't remember what his name is. And Lockjaw, I think his name is, or Lock On, something like that. And basically he he's hunting the rest of the Transformers for the government, and the government are making their own Transformers, or just the one called Galvatron, which if anyone knows the original G1, Galvatron is recreation of Megatron. That Megatron gets recreated into Galvatron. So it's kind of a little tip off that maybe the robot they've created is not going to be an Autobot. But yeah, so all that's happening, and basically it's the humans deciding that they want to take the Earth back for themselves, I guess, as a whole. It's I don't really remember this film very much. There's a TV that turns into a transformer, bird, and there's that guy from The Hangover, the Chinese guy, John Cho.
No.
And that's all I remember from this film. It's a bit more muddy than the rest as to what the actual plot is, like who they're fighting against.
It doesn't sound like there is even a plot.
Yeah, it's just sort of like these things are happening. The humans are trying to take back the Earth from the Autobots.
Mark Wahlberg finds Optimus, doesn't he, and fixes him. Yeah, is that right?
Well, sort of. I think he sort of tries to start fixing him, and then he transforms him back into Optimus. He sort of wakes him up, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah,
I remember that bit.
That's all I know. Because he has a really cool garage.
Yeah, full of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like what Mark Wahlberg.
Again,
I had a lot of faith.
Not much joy in that one because we can't remember the plot.
Yeah, kind of chaotic once again, and the Dinobots are an afterthought. They're just sort of in the last 10 minutes. But basically, how that happens is Optimus Prime finds a spaceship that has loads of old Transformers in it that are dormant, and wakes them up, and then he fights Grimlock, the T-Rex, and then
Optimus Prime fight?
And then they become friends.
Oh, okay.
And then he jumps on top of him and does the whole "I'm riding a T-Rex" thing.
And Galvatron comes back as Megatron? Or
Galvatron fights them as Megatron and either gets killed. I presume he gets killed.
So Megatron has been killed in every film, but keeps coming back somehow.
That's where I remember it.
Are you sure he didn't have the Allspark?
Yeah, maybe.
By mistake.
Maybe he's a Horcrux. He's got loads of Horcruxes. Maybe he's a Lord Voldemort.
Yeah.
But that's kind of it. It's just a muddied, confusing story again. Which they just completely ditched Shia LaBeouf on completely.
Yeah. Well, he'd lost it by then, hadn't he?
Yeah, maybe a little bit. That's kind of it, really.
Can we do 5 now?
Yeah.
Because 5, I remember. I can do lots about this one.
Let's talk about The Last Night, shall we?
Yes.
Let's talk about new characters. What do you reckon?
Can I say my King Arthur thing?
Yeah.
Okay, so my favourite character is King Arthur because I am super excited that there is potentially going to be a Transformers Once Upon a Time crossover. Because the actor who plays King Arthur in Transformers is also the actor who plays King Arthur in Once Upon a Time. So I think that is what they're leading to. Once Upon a Time Transformers clash.
Could you imagine?
Into a beautiful, beautiful crossover.
Oh, that would be amazing.
Who do we have? Merlin, who is Stanley Tucci. Who was he not in a previous film?
He's in the previous film, in the modern day, but I guess because it's in the past, it doesn't matter. So the beginning of this film, the intro to this film, is set in the past.
Yeah.
So it's got
the Dark Ages.
Yeah, it literally has a title card that says Dark Ages because I think Michael Bay doesn't know when time periods were.
But also,
it's very unspecific.
But also, King Arthur didn't necessarily exist. There is, King Arthur might be an amalgamation of people, but there's no evidence that he was an actual person.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, there isn't a time period anyway.
Yeah, absolutely.
Merlin I did not enjoy.
As a character. No, you didn't like his drunken antics?
No, like, Merlin is, like, in the legends, is quite conniving and he's always out for himself. And he just was a bit of a idiot, really.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, it's very, very silly character. Like, basically, he the first time he sees Stanley Tucci as Merlin, he's running around going, "Oh, I'm really drunk," and I think those might be his actual words.
Yeah, and then he swigs down some mead or barley or whatever it is.
Yeah,
it's
and
just
this is after we've already established that they're in a war situation. It's very silly. Too much, maybe, but
too much. Yeah, like, just there was no need for it.
The whole scene is there just to introduce the new artifact that they're after in this film, basically.
Staff.
Which is the Staff of Merlin, yeah. So the Staff of Merlin is a Cybertronian artifact in this film.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically in the modern day, that's what they've got to do. They've got to go get it to save the world. Is the short version of the plot, I guess.
Yeah.
What did you think of the new girl they introduced?
Laura Haddock.
No. I mean,
the little girl.
Yeah.
She was all right. She wasn't in it very much.
No, yeah. So
she sort of starts out really badass and, like, with her little transformer pet.
Squeaks.
But that annoyed me because she was like, "Oh, they've killed the only family I have." Not Squeaks. The other
Canopy.
Yeah.
First. Yeah.
Oh, they've killed the only they've killed the only family I have left. How do you think poor little Squeaks feels? Like, is he not part of her family?
That's true.
So
no.
She has not very good family values. If she forgets about him, because he's cute.
He is very cute. He's basically this film's BB-8.
Yeah.
That's what they're going for.
But no, she was sort of there and then she wasn't there, and I didn't really miss her when she wasn't there.
Yeah, like, again, this film doesn't do a great deal to introduce you to characters and make you care about them.
I don't care about the people.
Yeah.
I just want to see Transformers transforming, and that is one of the major, like, downfalls, I think, of this film, is that you don't get any Transformers transforming. You don't see it.
Yeah.
You just see them as people or their cars.
Yeah.
But some of the cars were sexy.
Yeah.
Odd. He was nice, wasn't he?
Yeah. Well, while we're talking about new characters, they introduced Hot Rod finally into the film universe, and he's like
you weren't impressed, were you?
Well, like, okay, so I understand that the guy who does the voice is actually French, but he just was just a bit obnoxious as a character, and that's definitely not Omar Sy's fault, but it's definitely the fault of
Michael Bay.
The script. Yeah, like, he's like one of my favorite G1 characters. Hot Rod is cool. He's like the go-to for, like, the next one down from Optimus. Like, if Optimus were to die, like in the classic 80s movie, which is amazing and everyone should see, then Hot Rod would take over. And I just don't see this version of Hot Rod as anything but kind of an annoying French car who's a bit of a lecherous French car as well.
And he was mean to Bumblebee.
Was he? I don't remember that.
He was like, "Oh, stop trying to be Optimus Prime. You can't be a leader."
Oh,
was it him or was it one of the other ones?
Well,
one of them was mean to Bumblebee, and that's not on.
That is a bit mean.
You can't be mean to my Bumblebee.
I think it may have been another one, because I don't think it was revealed that Hot Rod was a Transformer until
no, it was one of those that were at the junkyard.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the Autobots are on planet Earth. Transformers are illegal now, which doesn't really mean anything. And they're just hiding out in a junkyard, but they're giant robots. And
How do you hide?
There's a giant T-Rex in this junkyard.
Yeah.
Just being a giant T-Rex eating things.
Again, silly. The plot didn't, like... I know sort of what the plot was trying to go to. But they had so many different like subplots and like one lot of them were going over here searching for the staff. One lot of them were, you know, in another place.
Talking about secret societies.
And then that stuff in Cuba with the Section 7 man, which didn't really like make any sense.
Wasn't really important.
Like why was like really you didn't even need him. No. Like you could have got rid of all that.
Yeah.
Could have got rid of a lot of the like stuff at the beginning with the going back into the past. Cut that all out. You'd have shortened the film by like 45 minutes. Much better time. Because by an hour and a half in, I was like, is this film going to end? Yeah, oh my God, I've still got 45 minutes left. Like, come on now. Show me some action. I don't want to see, you know, Mark Wahlberg and Laura Haddock having awkward, like, dinners.
Yeah. It was very weird. Like, I've got a shitload of notes on why the plot doesn't make any sense. But I'm just going to forego most of those because it just makes me sad. But
Brian was making notes in the cinema as we were watching it.
Only because I felt like I would literally forget because it's so forgettable. So the main plot we've already talked about: get the staff, save the world. But the staff belongs to another new character called Quintessa, who's just been introduced. She's wrong for a whole bunch of reasons, but the main things being she is the goddess of Cybertron.
She's the creator of
all the Autobots and Decepticons and all the Transformers.
So did she make the stone?
Well, this is the thing. Let's go back, reverse time back to when we were talking about Transformers 2007 just now. The Allspark created all the Transformers.
But she did.
So did she use the Allspark to create the Transformers? But also, the staff is supposed to hold all of Quintessa's power, as she says in the film. So if the staff holds all her power, but the Allspark created all the Transformers, what? This is too much. And
my brain hurts.
Yeah, completely. It goes back, it's Bumblebee and not remembering that he's already spoken about 8 times in the past. It's just like, they don't really care about the continuity anymore.
If we're talking continuity, Bumblebee being in World War II.
Yeah.
But then in the 2007 Transformers, this new planet called Earth.
Just arrived.
What?
Bumblebee just arrived, yeah.
But he's already been there. Like, that. I think, so long as you take the... But then you can't do that either. Because I was thinking, you take the Mark Wahlberg films and then the Shia LaBeouf films as 2 separate continuities, but then you can't do that because they reference Sam in 5.
Yeah.
So you can't even.
A picture and the whole.
The whole is a whole Wiccan Witwicky. They're all descendants of Merlin.
Yeah, there's a whole subplot. Like, it's insane.
See, I thought, coming out of the cinema, I thought I enjoyed it. But then the more you've been saying about this doesn't work, this doesn't work, this doesn't work, this doesn't make any sense, I'm now like, I don't think I did enjoy it now.
I've sort of ruined it for you.
You have ruined it for me. I did enjoy the bit on the submarine, where Bumblebee and Optimus Prime were fighting. That was very good. And I did also enjoy the fact that I understood part of the plot better than you did. And that made me very happy. The bit with the red, where he has the bit of red scarring. So when Quintessa turns Optimus Prime crazy, she slaps him in the face and he gets a red scar. And then at a later point in the film, you see Megatron, and he has a red scar down his face. So he's already been touched by Quintessa, and that's why he's there trying to get the stick for her as well.
Yeah.
And I understood that and you didn't, and that made me very happy.
Absolutely. I came out of the film going, I don't understand how Megatron knew what the hell was going on. He was, as far as I was concerned, he was looking for the staff
for no reason.
No reason, and he was also back to being a regular Transformer instead of being made of cubes.
Yeah.
Which made no sense to me. But yeah, it makes perfect sense if he's already met Quintessa.
Because of his red scar.
But then also, at the end of the last film, when Optimus goes
number 4,
goes to find his creator. So that's the end of the last film. How does Megatron get there before Optimus? How does any of that happen?
Or maybe he doesn't get there before. Maybe.
But then, how does the start of the film make sense? Because in this film,
the start of the film doesn't make sense.
Fair. in this film, before, so another side plot, ignoring the fact that, as a simple plot, it would make sense that Quintessa wants her staff back, so she's coming to Earth to go get it, right?
Yeah.
But they add in this whole other plot, which is that it is the destiny of Earth and Cybertron to meet and one to suck the life out of the other one. Which, I mean, that's a weird prediction, but also a weird complication on top of everything else that's going on.
There was basically, again, it was like Michael Bay had gone, I want to do all these films. There are like 4 film plots in there, and he's gone, nah, I'm just going to put them all in one and see what happens.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's just like he's just gone, I've got all this money, just chuck it all at it,
Yeah.
People are going to see them because I've put Transformers in front of it, whatever.
Pretty much, yeah. No, yeah, Quintessa, not an exciting bad guy. I mean,
I don't like her at all.
she could have been an interesting bad guy.
She's just
as a
like
goddess,
she's
but-
just like a little octopus.
Yeah, she didn't even look like a Transformer. I guess she's not a Transformer. I guess she's a Quintesson, which is the race in the comics that created Transformers. It's been changed a number of times.
Yeah.
It's like every origin story, but yeah, I guess she's not a Transformer. But she was kind of meh, yeah, and none of it made sense. And Earth was Unicron, which we should talk about that.
No.
Yeah. So as a part of this destiny that
That's
we just
too
discussed,
confusing.
Unicron is another name that people who know Transformers series will know as a giant evil planet that is also a Transformer. Now, apparently this plot is borrowed from a Transformers Prime TV series episode, story arc, where they do address it, but like I still don't really understand. Earth is Unicron. Like that's a bizarre decision, only because the human characters are so important to Michael Bay's Transformers. If Unicron were to appear and manifest, it would just destroy Earth. Like it would just instantly make Earth invalid. So just like destroy all the humans straight away, or
So is Unicron the whole Earth?
That's the implication, yeah. Because so these horn things start appearing all over Earth, and they're basically the jaws of Unicron. And yeah, so it's the entire Earth that is a planet-sized Transformer. So yeah, if he transforms, where's he going to go? Where are the humans going to go? That's a weird idea. And more importantly, if he doesn't transform and they somehow save the world from Unicron, but without actually using Unicron, then that's a waste of a character. They could just...
Yeah, why even bring it in? Because...
Yeah, that's weird. It's weird. But, yeah, no.
Anthony Hopkins was in this film. We haven't talked about him yet, have we?
No, we haven't.
Because that made me really upset. It really angered me. That, like, they made him out to be this, like, doddery, sort of slightly dementiated, crazy old man. And
Which...
generally, this film annoyed me because... I think it was too jokey. They were trying to put all these jokes in when actually the world is going to die. Like, the world's being attacked. Transformers are being battered and bruised and penalised. And then they're making jokes about you know, like
whatever. And
whatever.
When they're sitting in a submarine that also could be a transformer but never transforms.
Yeah.
And they're having like
having a weird dinner.
and then dinner.
that little
Cogsman.
Transformer. Is he a transformer? What is he?
Well,
like,
yeah,
he's like psychotic. He's got split personality.
None of the characters in this are nice, are likable characters.
They're just well.
Mark Wahlberg is
Mark Wahlberg
maybe
is
the most likable, but he's still a bit of a chauvinist.
No, he's horrible to that little girl.
Yeah.
He's horrible to the lady, Laura Haddock, whatever her name was, Veronica.
Vivian.
Oh,
yeah.
It was a very British name.
Sorry, V. Hi, my name is Vivian.
The only good characters in this film were those British women. They were the only good ones when they were hiding up the stairs trying to listen, and it sounds like they're having sex.
you like her parent,
her mum,
Vivian's mum, and her mum's friends. Yeah,
I think it's like her aunts and mum, but they were the only good characters.
Yeah.
Other than the Transformers, all the humans can just. To be honest, I want Unicron to transform to get rid of all the, because if all the humans are like the characters in Transformers, they all need to go.
Absolutely, this universe does not look kindly on humans.
No.
Yeah, and I would like the Transformers more if they weren't like firing out jokes every 5 seconds in such a fast-paced way. Like
if everything's so dire and so stressful, you can't be quipping every 30 seconds.
And just out of the blue, like they're talking about, they talk about how Mark Wahlberg has to phone his daughter from afar because the government are looking for him, and he can't say anything on the phone because the government are looking for him. And then Hound they start making jokes about, is Hound fat or is he just a robot that's built that way?
Yeah,
like, just almost in the same scene. It's like what? Like,
and all those weird like cuts. What do they call them? Jump scenes.
Jump cuts. Yeah.
Yeah, like. You're here now, whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. My brain hurts.
Yeah, that's every film as well, isn't it? I mean,
I don't know. I only noticed it in this one.
Also, there are new Transformers in this film that are introduced that look like they were designed by a 5-year-old, and this is kind of disappointing because, again, if you know Transformers, you know that they're mostly designed to sell toys. That's literally the purpose of the Transformers films and TV series and whatever. And they introduced this 3-headed dragon, which you're like initially like, oh wow, 3-headed dragon, this is amazing. But it looks like it's made of barbed wire or shit or like stuffed together from, and like the whole dragon thing is a whole other kettle of worms because he's made out of 12 knights. But then I'm pretty sure Optimus Prime kills like 3 of them, and then the staff is supposed to control them, but then if it controls the dragon, then...
Why do you need the staff? What? No.
Well, and if it controls the dragon, but the dragons are already good guys on your side, then why do you need the staff? And when Megatron steals the staff, the dragon is still on the good guy's side. None of that makes any sense.
Unless it's like a telepathic link or something.
But then, when Megatron has it, he should be able to control the dragon, but when Megatron has it, gives it back to Contessa...
He can't control...
The dragon is still on the good guy's side. And there's also... and that dragon looks like trash. All the knights look like shit, and they look the same. And they're grey, and they blend in with the background. The only colourful characters are the mainstays, I guess, like Drift and Bumblebee and that kind of crap. And there's also a whole ton of new... Decepticons to not give a shit about because
the whole Suicide Squad
intro
thing.
So halfway through they introduce a whole bunch of Decepticons that are all completely throwaway characters that don't have personality.
Like you never see them. Like you see them for that little bit, and then that's it. Like they sort of disappear.
They have this massive intro. It's very weird.
It's weird.
And then they have as well during the big fight at the end 5 like Minotaur-looking grey guys who combine into a giant Minotaur grey guy.
The Decepticons.
Yeah. he names him in it, but it's kind of redundant because he's only in the film for maybe 2 minutes.
Oh yeah, because they chop his head off, didn't they?
Yeah.
Optimus Prime chops his head
Optimus
off.
like fights them, and they all separate to 5, and then he does a big sweep with his sword and chops all the heads off, which looks cool, but just like it just highlights another problem with
no plot.
Yeah.
No plot whatsoever.
And then like the humans are like running around trying to get the staff back. That's kind of it. That's kind of the end of the film. And then they get the staff back. What happens to the staff at the end of the film? Do you remember?
Nope.
They get the staff back. Something. She's the only one that can use the staff anyway, because she's the descendant of Merlin, whatever. And that's it, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, very weird.
I liked
and
Mark Wahlberg's sword hand.
Yeah,
that was good.
He gets a sword hand for pretty much no reason.
Do you reckon that's supposed to be Excalibur?
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah.
That was cool. Like the look of that.
Yeah, and all in all, Optimus Prime gets turned evil in the first 5 minutes of the film, and then he reappears for the last 5 minutes of the film.
He's not in it very much, is he?
And then he's good, like within 2 minutes.
Yeah.
Or because
everything's too quick, but then it's too slow as well.
Super complicated. Yeah.
It's like weird. It's like when you have those days at work where you're like, the first hour feels like 10, and then when you've got actual work to do, it goes really, really quickly. And you're like, how did this happen? Yeah. That is what the Transformers is like.
Pretty much, in a nutshell. Yeah, but, I mean, good news. This will be Michael Bay's last Transformers film.
Yes!
The next ones might be in Michael Bay's style, because to try and keep that continuity. Because these things make money. I mean, they make enough money to warrant sequels.
This one hasn't, though, has it?
I don't know. I haven't got any stats for you this week on that one.
I think from what I heard, it hasn't done very well at all compared to previous.
That's a crying shame. Only because I would love to see Transformers films forever, but just less shit ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's about it. Basically, if you've come this far and you're still interested in Transformers, go watch the film from the 90s, the Transformers the movie, animated movie. It's amazing. And has loads of like 80s music in it.
Do, do, do.
You got the touch.
You got the power.
So good. I might just splice in the audio for that. So.
Do it now.
Okay, I'll do it. But yeah, watch that instead because it's way more worth your time. Or if you liked it, that's also fine. I mean, a lot of people are saying they're just filmed like Fast and Furious. You just turn your brain off and enjoy them. But
I think the main problem with this one is that it's been the worst one of like significantly worse films going through. So that's why everyone's kind of, or a lot of people have been kind of bad mouthing it, is because it was so much worse.
It's bad even by Transformers standards.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basically, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. It's a shame. It's a real shame. Because they've got some good stories in there. They've got some really good stories in there.
Really good.
But yeah, that'll be about it for this week. We'll wrap up if you like.
Okay.
As always, we'd like to thank 10 Years Gone for our opening theme. He is our music producer friend who's graciously made us our opening theme. He is at I am 10 Years Gone on Twitter, all one word, and he's 10 Years Gone on everything else, Spotify, iTunes, all that stuff. If you like the sound of our intro and want to hear more, go for it. But speaking on the lines of Twitter, we are at CR Floor Pod on Twitter. Please tweet us with your opinions on Transformers.
Yeah, tell us who your favourite Transformer is. Who is your favourite Transformer, by the way?
My favourite Transformer is G1 Grimlock.
Okay.
Because I don't like any of them from the movies. If tweet us with your favorite Transformers, let us know, because that's a whole discussion topic right there. And let us know if we were completely wrong about the Transformers.
Oh yeah, we usually are.
Yeah, absolutely. We just chuck this out into the ether and see what comes back. But at CRFloorPod on Twitter. I am at BDogCarter on Twitter.
At Speckle_15.
And on Instagram, we are at Cutting Room Floor Pod, and our website is cuttingroomfloor.blog. I guess that's about it.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys next week.
See ya.
Bye.
Bye.